Welcome to Celestial Capital and Cosmic Enterprise. And in this video, it's going to be monetizing the music of the spheres from resonance to revenue. Alright? Presented at the Vault Undisclosed Military Installation. The new economy is a resonant economy. Ladies, gentlemen, and non-terrestrial observers, we stand at the precipice of the greatest economic shift since the discovery of fire. Not the internet, not AI, but this. The measurable, exploitable interface between celestial mechanics and human consciousness. Forgetting big data, we now work with galactic data. The old economy operated on scarcity. The new economy, the resonant economy, operates on the strategic alignment with abundance currents flowing through the solar system. You're not here to hear starry-eyed mysticism. We're here for tactical, proprietary, monetizable insights. Follows our 7 startup verticals born from our 3 pillars, ready for black budget funding and deployment. So, first, we have Vertical 1, Quantum Celestial Hedge Funds, our startup concept being Aethelred Capital. So our core tech, our edge, and then we get into our monetization. So, core tech, Quantum Celestial Cartography, QCC, predictive models, fed by proprietary sensor arrays and Lagrange points, tracking interstellar medium density solar wind harmonics, and planetary magnetospheric interactions. While earthbound quants use yesterday's news, Aethelred trades on tomorrow's resonance. The model doesn't predict a crop failure, it predicts a high probability resonance window for systemic fragility in agricultural supply chains based on Venus-Earth orbital stress geometries and Jupiter's tidal influence on solar flare cycles. Monetization, direct fund, hedge fund with returns uncorrelated to any earthly market. Sovereign Wealth Advisory, selling resonance stability reports to nations to protect key infrastructure, grids, satellites, food reserves during high-risk celestial windows. And we have Black Swan Insurance, underwriting policies for corporations against unforeseeable systemic collapses that our models can in fact foresee 12 to 18 months out. Phase 1 MVP, trading algorithm that shorts logistics and shipping companies during specific Mercurial retrograde and solar wind high-pressure windows, which our data shows correlates with a 73% historical incidence of major communication and transport snarls. Here's our second vertical, biocosmic human asset management, with our concept being Daedalus, Genome, and Aeon. So our core tech, our edge, and monetization. Same structure, okay? So our core tech is Advanced Biocosmic Rhythm Analysis, BRA. Mobile labs capable of generating an individual's SR spectrogram in 30 minutes via non-invasive neural and biofield scanning. Ultimate human resources tool. Forget personality tests. We map the innate cosmic compatibility between a CEO and a market cycle, special ops team, and a mission window. A negotiator and their counterpart celestial imprint. Corporate synchro teams, assembling innovation, crises, or negotiation teams based on complementary LSRs, ensuring peak performance during critical ventures. Executive window leadership coaching, telling a Fortune 500 CEO, your Mars resonance peaks on October 15th, launch your hostile acquisition then. Your Mercury is in a dampening field in late November. Do not engage in public earnings calls. Military applications, Project Chimera, selecting and conditioning operatives for off-world or high-stress assignments based on optimal resonance with the destination's celestial environment. For example, a Mars colony security detail chosen for high harmony with the Martian soul and regolith magnetic signature. Our Phase 1 MVP, pilot with a Silicon Valley venture capital firm to build resonant founding teams for startups, increasing their survival odds by 40%. Here's our third vertical, Noospheric brand and narrative engineering, with our concept being Logos Forge Incorporated. So, our core tech and our edge. So our core tech is consciousness field theory, CFT, applied to memetics. Real-time monitoring of the noospheric kilograms, emotional climate, and archetypal resonance peaks. Traditional marketing shots into the wind, we whisper into the collective unconscious just as it is learning and leaning in to listen. We don't create trends, we surf the cosmic waves of emerging collective desire before they break. Let's get into our monetization. Archetypal product launches, timing the launch of a rugged vehicle, Mars Energy, during a Mars and Aries peak, launching a meditation app, Neptune Energy, during a Pisces lunar eclipse, crises narrative management for governments and corporations. When a Pluto transit triggers a public rage for transparency, we don't recommend suppression. We craft and see the sacrificial king narrative, a controlled cathartic disclosure that satisfies the Plutonian hunger while protecting the core structure. Cultural conflict mitigation, selling social resonance damping services using targeted media campaigns with specific emotional frequencies to gently soothe agitated collective fields during volatile astrological periods. Our Phase 1 MVP, a subscription dashboard for media conglomerates showing the weekly nospheric narrative forecast, indicating which story archetypes will have maximum penetrative power. Our fourth vertical, Precision Astro-Agriculture and Pharmacology, Series Dynamics. So, our core tech, QCC and BRA applied to biomatter, mapping how plant genetics and chemical compounds respond not just to sunlight, but to the full spectrum of celestial resonances. We grow hyperpotent medicinal plants, ultra-nutritive crops, and synthesize novel compounds by aligning growth cycles with beneficial celestial harmonics. A cannabis strain grown under a Venus-Jupiter trine will have different terpene profiles and psychoactive effects than one grown under a Saturn-Pluto square. Monetization, celestial-grade therapeutics, premium pharmaceuticals and nutraceuticals with documented enhanced efficiency grown and bred in orbital or terrestrial biodomes tuned to specific resonances. Colonial food security, guaranteeing crop yields on Mars or the Moon by creating growth environments that mimic or beneficially counter the local celestial conditions. Temporal agriculture, selling, planting, and harvesting ephemerides to mega farms, increasing yield and reducing pesticide use by aligning with natural pest resonance decline windows. Our Phase 1 MVP, a high-security greenhouse producing FDA trials-ready Jupiter-resonant psilocybin mushrooms for treating major depressive disorder with hypothesized 50% greater efficacy. Our fifth vertical, extraterrestrial real estate and resource prospecting, the Atlas Galactic Trust. Core tech, our edge, and monetization. So our core tech is advanced astrology merged with geological and spectral survey data. The hypothesis, celestial influences don't stop at the atmosphere. Planetary geology and resource deposits form under long-term astrological cycles. Before sending $1 billion probe, we tell you where to look. We identify probable rare earth deposits on the moon by analyzing the Pluto transits of the late heavy bombardment period. We pinpoint zones on Mars with high potential for subsurface water or unique crystalline structures based on its ancient natal chart and progressions. Prospecting licenses, selling celestial survey data to national space agencies and private core. For example, SpaceX, Blue Origin, auspicious landing site contracts. For colony missions, selecting sites not just for engineering but for long-term psychosocial harmony with the founding cohort's collective LSR. Resource futures market, establishing the first commodity exchange for extraterrestrial resources, pricing models incorporating celestial availability windows, for example, water ice extraction efficiency peaks during Martian summer in the northern hemisphere under a favorable declination of Phobos. Our Phase 1 MVP, a detailed celestial prospectus for the lunar South Pole, identifying 3 high probability zones for helium-3 and water ice, sold to a consortium of spacefaring nations. Our sixth vertical, celestial cybersecurity and information traffic management, the Janus Network. Our core tech, our edge, and our monetization. So CFT applied to information theory, understanding that data packets like thoughts travel through the nospheric field and are subject to resonance interference. We don't just build stronger firewalls, we predict windows of systemic cyber vulnerability based on Mercury retrograde, Uranus electrified periods for hacking innovation, and Neptune fog of war periods for disinformation. We also design encryption protocols based on stable celestial harmonic keys, for the example, the invariant orbital resonance of Jupiter's moons. Vulnerability forecasting, a SaaS platform for Fortune 500 CISOs, warning them of high-risk periods for data breaches or insider threats. Quantum celestial encryption, developing unbreakable codes based on one-time celestial events, for example, the precise light curve of a variable star during a specific nanosecond. Information weather routing for intelligence agencies, determining the optimal time and psychic channel to release or discover sensitive information for maximum belief impact. Phase 1 MVP, a pen testing service that only operates during high probability uranium breakthrough windows, finding critical zero-day exploits that others miss. Vertical 7, the ultimate luxury, consciousness tourism and experiential chronology, the Aeon Retreat, CoreTech, Edge, monetization, BRA and CFT, and immersive VR neural interface technology. We don't sell vacations, we sell temporarily optimized consciousness-altering experiences. Relive your own Saturn return in a guided therapeutic VR narrative. Take a Jupiter expansion psychedelic journey during an actual Jupiter trine to your natal sun. Participate in a global solar synchrony meditation network with thousands during a total solar eclipse. High net worth individual life optimization, a concierge service managing a client's major life decisions, marriage, launch, merger, retirement, around their uniquely auspicious celestial windows. Off-world vision quest, the ultimate luxury, a guided week-long experience at a pressurized station on the moon, designed to coincide with a deeply personal astrological configuration, facilitating a profound psychological rebirth. Past life archaeological regression using LSR mapping and celestial genealogy to guide individuals to geographical locations on Earth that resonate with their karmic imprint for targeted deep memory work. Phase 1 MVP, a pop-up Neptune dome in the Mojave, offering 3-day immersive sound light journeys timed to the Neptune new moon, priced at $50,000 per person. Here's our conclusion and call to action, the ethical framework. These are not mere businesses, they are the levers for shaping the next phase of human evolution. Capital I deploy here buys not just equity but influence over the resonant structure of the future itself. However, the Institute mandates that all ventures adopt our covenant of solar stewardship. Non-exploitation, these tools must never be used to create addictive cycles or weaponize despair. Progressive disclosure, public-facing products will use veiled language, predictive ecology, chronobiology until society is ready for the full truth. Uplift clause, a percentage of profits funds the Solar Bridge initiative, making basic resonance aligning tools, for example, simplified personal ephemeris apps, community meditation tech, freely available to all, preventing a cosmic knowledge chaos system. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one teaching you more advanced astrology no other YouTuber is going to teach you, so please subscribe, please like, and we'll see you there.